I'm Will, and this is The Other Side. My co-host Wesley, I guess he's out practicing for a wrestling match of some kind, so I'm going to take the time to talk about Star Wars collecting. With September 4th coming around, self-titled, I guess, Star Wars Force Friday, Toys R Us is going to be opening at midnight, and everybody's going to be flocking in to pick up their Star Wars memorabilia. Force Awakens memorabilia. And Target and Walmart and Kmart, I'm sure they're going to be having exclusive action figures. And it kind of dawned on me with Force Awakens and then Rogue One and Star Wars Rebels Season 2 and a Han Solo movie coming out, there's going to be a lot of Star Wars shit. Alright? So you're going to maybe you're going to want to pick and choose unless you're Daddy Warbucks and you got tons of money and it doesn't really matter. But then the other thing that happened to me when the first Force Awakens trailer came out is I got very nostalgic. And I wanted to get action figures that I used to have. Lots of them. I noticed the price started creeping up rather quickly. Some of these guys I was picking up for $10, $15 a piece. Some were even as high as $50 to $100 a piece. So my advice to you, if you're just wanting to get some to play with your kids or whatever and go down memory lane, I would buy them in a lot. Get a collection, buy a collection up, take out all the crappy figures that you don't like, throw them out, keep the weapons, keep the ones you like, and that might help you in the long run. Because if you try to buy all the figures in the original Kenner's line, you're probably going to spend over $1,000. But maybe you have the bucks and you want to do that. Something else that I learned going through the prequels and buying action figures was to be a little selective. Because let's face it, Kylo Ren, we all know he's going to be the hot one and all that. You know, everybody's going to want that figure. Same with Darth Maul. Some of these figures look better than others. You might want to pick and choose with, like I said, all these new movies coming out. There's going to be a lot of stuff and a lot of ships and lightsabers and so on and so forth. Or maybe you want to look for that rare action figure. So you buy one for yourself, you buy one to store away, and then you buy one to sell on eBay. Don't tell me you haven't done it. They've all done it. Well, who's going to be the rare action figure? You usually don't know. Usually it's the one, you know, when they send the figures out, you can usually find out by how many is put in that package. Like the girls' figures from Star Wars Rebels. Hera was a lot harder to find than most other action figures. I noticed that the women action figures are usually harder to find. In the Clone Wars series, Emperor Palpatine was a hard guy to find, because if I'm not mistaken, they only made one in the whole line. And that's why this sucker is like $75 loose, and obviously way more in a package. So maybe you have some old school Star Wars stuff you're going to want to sell. They have price guides that you can pick up to let you know what all your stuff, you can see everything in one shot. From your cards, comics, action figures, lightsabers, the old school lightsabers that made the little whistle sound, your Burger King lead paint glass. You might want to buy one or you want to sell this one. You can look in the price guide, or you can look on eBay and see what everybody else is selling it for. And that's something else. When you're shopping around on eBay, you couldn't find that one figure you're looking for, so you go to eBay, and next thing you know, everybody's selling it for like $100, $200 a piece. If you're just patient for a little while and wait, the price will go down. Unless you gotta have it, you really need it. Like I said, with all the Star Wars stuff coming out, you might want to be thinking smart, trying to think ahead. Because really, I don't think that the First Order Stormtrooper that they released was worth $200 a piece when you can already pick up the San Diego Comic-Con one for $100 and less. So that's just me. And then you can say, if you are smart and save your money, then you can build your own Star Wars empire. Something that I'm hoping that they bring back are Star Wars playsets. I loved the playsets. Sometimes when I get bored, I kind of build some of my own, like Tatooine here. But I mean, back in the late 70s and 80s, we had Dagobah, the Death Star Station, Hoth. We had all these really cool Star Wars playsets, but when the prequels came out, I think we ended up with, what, Theed, the Geonosis Arena, and Mustafar. Whatever. We didn't get very many, so I hope they correct that with Force Awakens and some of the new movies. So again, there's going to be lots of stuff coming out. I know September we're also going to get new novel Aftermath. Also the comic book series Shattered Empire is going to be coming out. Also they're continuing with Lando and the Darth Vader series. Darth Vader comics are awesome. You've got to get them if you're not reading them. You should be. My favorite figures right now have got to be the 6-inch series. I love the detail of these. I like the extra weapons they got. Some of them, obviously, I've opened because I just can't resist. I'm like a little kid at Christmas. And then some of them I keep in the package because they look cool that way. Well, those are just some of the tips I had for collecting or your Star Wars collecting. And as time goes on, the problem goes from where do I find that special action figure, that rare item, and where can I get the greatest deal, to where the hell am I going to put all this stuff? This is The Other Side, our Star Wars action figure collecting episode. Happy collecting.